Good morning, students. How are you all? Students, we are going to start up chapter text formatting. So this is also a chapter which is related to editing stuffs in Microsoft Word itself. It's a continuation still. We will be learning some more features which are available in MS Word for us to use. So let's get started. With this chapter, we will be able to see what is formatting, character formatting. Then we will see line paragraph spacing, applying page borders, inserting pictures and shapes to your text. Then alignments of the text, bulleting, numbering, highlighting text and word art. So please do concentrate. It's one of the important topics which we really need it whenever we are typing any text in Word. So before we start, what is formatting? Now, what do you mean by formatting when I say the word format? Okay. So say children, whenever I say, see, imagine your bag is messy. Okay. All your textbooks, notebooks, and your compass box, your pencils, everything is messed in your bag. So what will I say? Do format it, in the sense clean it up, remove everything unwanted, keep everything neatly. Everything should be placed very neatly. This is called as formatting. So in a layman's language, but when I say in computers, formatting means changing the look of a document. See here, what we said with the messy look of your bag, we recreated and we made it neat and made it a better look one, right? The same way, if you're writing something in your text document, if you're writing something in your text document, if you want to change the look, instead of going for a plain white and black background on white background with the black letters and regular, see, we have seen about changing the font size and everything, right? So if what if I can say that we can change the looks also a bit more of a document to make it more attractive and presentable. Why do we change it? We change it. See, those were children, if you remember. Okay, children, if you remember, earlier we used to get plain envelopes, okay, brown color plain envelopes, and they are very dull and boring, correct? Nowadays, we are getting so many colorful, sparkling envelopes to gift to someone, right? If you want to put some gift inside that, and we are giving it to other people. Earlier, we used to get even the wrapping papers also. Why do we do? So that it looks more attractive. Earlier we used to write letters. If we were sending letters, okay, you just check with your parents. Now you are not in a generation where letters are being posted, but earlier, whenever we used to send letters to someone, we used to just write, either take a ready-made letter, and that's a plain light blue color letter, and we used to write letter in that, and we used to post it up. And if you are writing some essays also, so we used to write in plain paper. But now there are so many colorful papers, color papers, printed background, nice floral papers have come. So on that, if you write and send the letter to someone or submit your essays, it looks beautiful, it looks more attractive. People want to keep it safe. The same way it helps in Word also. As you are very well aware, MS Word offers various character formatting. Character means, I said you in my last classes, saying that character in Word is nothing but it's a word or a text or alphabets, sentences, all those things we call it as character in MS Word. So offers various character formatting, such as font styles can be changed, font size can be changed, font color can be changed, setting paragraph properties like alignment, line spacing, etc. Alignments, and this is I explained in the last class, we can keep either whatever we have written at the left side or right side or in the center. That was the alignment. Line spacing, when I say line spacing, it means that how much gap you want. See, whenever we are writing in single rule book, correct? Whenever we are writing in single rule book, how do we write? How much is the gap? The gap is nothing but just the line. The gap is very less. But whenever we write in 4-line ruled book, the gap between those four lines is bigger than this one, correct? A single line ruled one. the same way, how much gap you want between all the lines can be also decided by you in WordPad. Now, what is character formatting? Displaying the text, as this is a repetition, displaying the text whichever you have typed. Okay, whatever you have typed, the text, okay, that text displaying in a specific style is called character formatting. So when I say specific style, children, I mean whatever style you want to. Okay, whatever style you want to display your text, whatever you have typed, how you want to display to others in a specific style, maybe in a different handwriting, maybe in a different colors and all. Whenever if I say you to write an essay and use colors, diagrams, pictures in your essay and make it more colorful and send it to me, obviously everybody will send it in their own particular style. So this is called as character formatting. Displaying the text which you have typed in a specific style is called character formatting. When you type a document, okay, when you type a document, the character should used in typing the text appears in a specific style and size, obviously, right? Whenever you type a document, so your text, whichever you're typing, appears in a specific style and size. Whatever handwriting you like, you will take. Whatever handwriting I like, I will take. Whatever size of alphabets you want, you will take that much size, and I will say whatever. So it is as per your specifications. MSW Word has various features to change the look of your text, such as font properties. So when you go to font property, you can change the styles, as we have learned in our last class also. I can change the uh, style of writing, color of writing, handwriting, and then size, right? Everything can be changed. To change the font formatting, select the text to be formatted, whichever text you want to change. So how do I change about it? If imagine, I'll just write it over here. I'm writing class 5, sorry, class 4 is very active. Okay, if I want to change something here, first what I should do? I should select the text whichever I want to. How should I select? Yes, this way. We have learned, right? All those double clicks. If I want to select one word, double click on that. If I want to select one full line, I should keep it in the front and do triple click. Correct? You remember? Yes. In the home tab, go to font group and you can set various text property. See here. It is saying here. Can you see in the home tab, menu tab, in this font, I can change it, right? Last class we have seen. Now it's a plain handwriting. I'll change the handwriting. I'll go to Arial Black, or I'll just go for something else. Let me see. Yes. See how nice it is. So what will I do? I'll make it a little more bolder, italic, underline. Oh, italic, it's not looking good, so I'll not keep it. I'll make it more bigger. How do I make the bigger? Now it was earlier was, which was handwriting? Calibri. Now I made it to Bahuas 93. So I've changed the handwriting. Size is 11 by default. So I'll change the size. I'll make it more bigger. 36. I'll make it. See how? Yes. And then I can change the color also. I'll keep it. I don't want the background. I want this one. I'll make it. Yes, this color. No, I want a little lighter. Let me take it a lighter one. See. Correct? So bold is not looking good. I'll remove the bold one also. So it is this way. Whatever I want to do it, I can change it. I'll just select it or change the word art. Let me see how does it look. See, I'll change the look of it. Now children, just see, okay? I'll just copy and paste once more. Wait a minute. Okay, I will do one thing. I'm pasting it. I want to show you the difference here. See, I have I'll go to home tab again in this font only. So I have something called text effect. Okay, I'll just click on that. Then I'll change it to whatever style I want to. See here. Can you see? This was just plain. With this word art, I've changed it. It looks more brighter, good, right? Attractive, as they say. If I want this way, see, I will change it. See, is it not looking attractive? See, you can see the shadow also here. So whatever style you want to change it to, you can change it here with this one. So if you all your last class we have studied about toggle case, all those cases also, right? If you want to make everything in uppercase, make it uppercase. If you want everything in the lowercase, lowercase, correct? Sentence case. This is how you can do the character formatting. We have seen, children, this chapter is purely about text formatting. That's why it looks like a revision for you. So font is nothing but you can select a font type by font list by default. See here, we will see one by one. It says font. Can you see here? This is font, or this one is font. Yes, this wherever we have written the spelling, this one. So what does it do for us? You can select a font type by from the font list. By default, your text is displayed in Times New Roman. By default, it will be in Times New Roman. Many of the computer, my computer by default, it is Calibri. Okay. You can change the style of your text like bold, italic or underline. See a bold, italic or underline. By default, your text appears in a regular style. By default, it will be in a regular style. But if you want to change it, it will be like bold, italic. You can use it. Now font style. You can change, these are the font style only. You can change the style of your text like bold, italic or underline. By default, your text will be in a regular style as I said. Now we'll see the, okay. Text size can be increased. Yes, with this you can see here 36 I made it, right? We can change the text size, increase or decrease. By default in many computers it is 12, but my computer it is 11. Font color, see here font color A is written, right? In below that some color will be there. That will be a font color. So you can select it. Select and go here. From there you can select whatever color you want to. Okay, underline is to take. Why do we underline? If we want to see, whenever we write some title or some special words or important words, so you can use this underline. So here, see, if I want to remove the underline, again I have to click, the underline gets removed. I just want to underline class 4, so I'll just select under class 4 and I'll underline. See, only for class 4 it is underline over here. Now this is for you people to try out. Please type this following text in MS Word format as per the instructions given below. Whatever is in this one, please do type it. Whoever is having computer in your houses, please do practice. Whatever you have practiced, please send it to me, a picture of it. Select the heading. These are the instructions as per. Please do it. That is available in your textbook. Now alignment, as we have read it in our last class, alignments are nothing but alignments refer to placement of text between the margin. There are 4 types of alignments. Alignment in this is this margin, left side to right side. Okay, from left to right, where your text should be placed. Now, where is my text? Towards my left side, right? Towards my left side. So it is starting from left side. I'll just put some margin also. See, from left side, right? This is your left. L is written left, and this side will be your right, and L will be center. I'll just make it little more smaller so that we'll do a practice. Okay, where is our this one? This is our left side. Normally we write everything in the left side only. Sometimes if we want to do some special things like make some tables, put some pictures, put some dates, something, we go for right side placement also, right? Some text will be in the left and some will be in the right side. Titles, title of the chapter, title of the topic, whatever we write it in the center, right? How do we do about it? Children, you remember our last class? Here is, it's our paragraph. Above that, you can see some different linings are there. What are they? They are for alignments. Let's see what are the different types of alignments. Children, we have already completed in our last class this one. So it'll be like a revision for you people. Left alignment, it aligns the text to the left margin of the page with a ragged right edge. It center alignment, it aligns the text in the middle of the left and right margin. Right alignment, it aligns the text or object to the right margin of the pages with the left edge. Justified, there's also justified, it aligns the text evenly between left and right margin. So first one is left. You can see when you take your cursor, mouse pointer here, mouse pointer here, it will show you the name. It is left alignment. Beside that is center one. Then we have right, and then this is justified. And everything is having a shortcut key. If you do not have mouse, you can go for that with a keyboard. Keyboard shortcut key for left is Control L. For center is Control E. For right is Control R. L for left, E for center, R for right, and justified is with J. Now, what do you mean by justified? So, whatever you're writing, imagine you're writing a big paragraph, everything should be properly kept. No left, no right, no center. It should be properly from justified from all the sides. Okay, it's evenly distributed. Now, this one is, see, it is in yellow color, right? My text is, this one is yellow color because it's left side. Now if I want it in the right side, I have to click on this one, or I can click Control R, so it goes over the right side. See, it went to right side. Imagine I want to put it in the center. What I should do? Control E. It came in Control E. If I want to do justified is more of proper one, proper distribution between this to this, because it doesn't have a, it looks like left alignment only. Normally, how do you do? So left, center and right. This is how you can send your text. Whatever text you want to put it left or right, you're just supposed to select it, click wherever you want to send your text. Okay, this is about alignments. See again, type the following text in this MS Word. Where is it written? It is written the center, the true friend, two neighbor. These you're supposed to first write it. Thereafter, select the two neighbors, put it in center. Whatever instructions are given, you're supposed to try out that also in your laptops or computers. Now, line and paragraph spacing. Line spacing is vertical distance between the lines of the paragraph. If you want to change the distance between the lines, do the following. Select the paragraph or line whose spacing has to be changed. Click the line paragraphing spacing button in the line paragraph under home tab. The default line spacing is 1, or that is single spacing. Okay, I will just take a paragraph from somewhere. Okay, I am putting this paragraph. Do I have space between that? No. Correct? Imagine I want to put space between these two. This is called as line spacing, means the space between two lines. We don't have so much of space. So if I want to, I'll just select whatever I have to. Okay, we have selected. Now, what are we working on? We are working on a paragraph. Correct? We are working on a paragraph. So all the spacings will be available where, in which options? Yes, it will be available in a paragraph options. Can you see here? We have this, we have just learned this alignments. Beside that, you can see there are some lines and some upward arrow and downward arrow. This is about spacing. You just take your mouse pointer there and read what is written. Yes, line and paragraph spacing. So I'll just click here. Children, by default, for many of you, it might be 1.0. For me, my computer is 1.5, means the space between these two. If I want to remove the space between the paragraph, by default, there will be a space because I do not use much of space. So I've removed it. I'll just add some space, and the space should be, okay. Now there is space, right? Now there is space between these two lines. Can you see here? So here we can see the space between, right? There is space. So I don't want this much big spaces. Okay. Imagine whenever you're writing in your WordPad, by default, there will be spaces. Okay. So I don't want the spaces. It looks so large, it takes more of space. Okay, what I need to do is I have to just select it, go to the paragraph and say remove spacing or reduce the spacing. Remove spacing or reduce the spacing. Now there was no spacing. Now I'll just click it. Now I will do it here. Okay, now what did I do is I have given space now. See here, I have given some space over here. So what will I do? I'll just select it again. Remove the spacing. Line spacing options can be, after the lines also, it can be removed. Okay, so I can do these kind of things over here. Okay, imagine I will write one more. Okay, I'll take one more paragraph here. I'm taking a paragraph and after that I am putting it here. This is how it is. So what I need, I have given some space here, right? I've given the space. If I want to remove, I just have to select it and remove space after paragraph. So it reduces the space between the paragraphs. Now, if I want to add this one, add space. See, a little bit of space has been added. So this way I can remove or I can add the space between the lines. Now bulleted and number list. We will see about bulleted and number list in our next class. For today, this is more than enough. And please watch the video properly and then prepare for your test for tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye.